Good evening, one and all, for today's session on free webinar on Ayurvedic Cosmetic Formulation, Skill, Careers, and Entrepreneurship, which is organized by Ayurveda Map and initiated by MedMap. I would like to tell you a few words about our program, that is Postgraduate Diploma in Ayurveda, Cosmetology, and Trichology. The sixth batch is going to be, the registrations are going to close. So if anyone of you are interested, you can join our batch. It's a 1-year course. Then next one is postgraduate diploma in clinical cosmetology. We are doing it in partnership with Itukan Institute Pune. So if any of you are interested to do PRP, Hydra, facial and all, then you can contact us. You can learn about all those modern techniques in PGDCC. And next one, it's our short program of postgraduate diploma in Ayurveda, Cosmetology, and Trichology, that is DAC, Diploma in Ayurveda, Cosmetology. And the offline session are from Pune and Bangalore. And also the certification of this course will be UGC certification. So if anyone of you are interested, you can contact us. And next one is our upcoming program, Pushya, that is the certificate course in Ayurveda Gynecology. That is also a UGC approved course. And you'll be getting 3 months of classes, and all the like exams and everything will be online only. So the classes will be starting from May 28th. And next one is our offline program, which is SIDDHI. It is a product development workshop program that will be from Calicut, Ramanatagara. So if you are interested, you can come to Calicut. So 2 days intensive workshop on product making will be there. So what all you will learn, that acne and blemish control gel making will be there. Then Ayurvedic hair growth cream will be there. Then frizz control herbal hair gel, vanishing cream for oily acne prone skin. Then cold cream and dry for dry and aging skin. Lip balm, lip butter, scrub base, and custom variants. All such things will be taught. It's a state level workshop. So if you're interested, you can contact the below numbers mentioned. So let's move on to today's session. I would like to welcome our dear faculty, Dr. Gowri M. She's the co-founder of Secret Hues LLP. She's the chief consultant of Secret Hues in Secret Hues Cosmetology Clinic, Trivandrum. She is also an MD in Rashastra by Shaja Kalpana with a diploma in nutrigenomics from Spain. She's an expert Ayurvedic product formulator specialized in developing innovative skin, hair, and nutraceutical products with modern delivery systems. She is also an academic leader and educator. She's former assistant professor at Government Ayurveda College, Trivandrum. And she's a faculty at MedMap and many such platforms. She's award-winning researcher and speaker. She is recognized by KUHAS and an international Ayush conclave for her impactful research and presentation. I welcome you, ma'am, for today's session, and I welcome all the participants wholeheartedly for today's session. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Srikuti. Thank you for the introduction. And thank you for introducing such a webinar, which is the need of today's community. So let's move to the session. A very good evening to one and all the participants here. I expect that almost all the participants here are Malayalis. Or if you want me to move in English, I can make it in English. So, Dr. Srikuti, is there a language barrier there? Should I continue it in English, or is Malayalam comfortable for the participants?
Mostly, I guess Malayali people will be there. It's up to you, doctor. You can continue
we'll
in
have
English
it like,
or Malayalam.
Okay, I'll do it in a combination way. So if in case there is someone who is not a Malayali, even they can benefit from it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the majority is in English, so we'll move with English. So a very good evening to one and all. So actually, this part, like, you know that there are lots of cosmetic formulating courses that is happening, both in India as well as internationally. You will see 2-day online workshops, 5-day workshops, 10 days, 1 month online workshops, but you come across mostly online workshops where you will be given a formula. Someone will be showing you how to do the formulas or how to prepare a particular formulation. And of course, there will be an array of products, maybe like 20 of them, 15 of them, 10 of them, maybe more than that also. You'll be given all the recordings, you'll be given the notes, you'll be given the formulas also. But eventually, to all those queries that come to me as a formulator, to me as a co-founder of one of the herbal-based brand, is eventually that, of course, they are being oriented to formulas, the method of preparation, everything. But practically, when they are into doing it, they find it very difficult. They're not getting the consistency, they're not getting the stability, they are not able to mix two bases, they are not able to understand at which point correctly you have to mix one base with the other base. So how you have to change the base, if at all, like you get a particular formula, it will be someone else's formula. If you want to innovate in your own way, as per your own yukti, then, or as per your own rationale, then how should we do it? Should we make a variation in this? Should we make a change in the formulas, or will we get it in this way itself? So these are all questions that we encounter every day. So, and of course, this is one part of it when it comes to just product development. Another part of it is that there will be a lot of people who wanted to make their ideas or their dreams, passions into something solid, or they wanted to manifest it, or if they want to convert it into reality. So, and they're not getting a proper guidance as how they should move forward. They have the ideas with them, they have they have a vague look and feel of like how they have to implement it, but they don't know the steps, they don't know how where to approach, how to do it, what are the legal procedures. And these are the next set of people. And there is another set of people who has completed all these things, who would like to pursue a career opportunity in some of the major institutions. And even when they apply for such posts, there are a lot of, as I move to the presentation, I'll just show you how many job opportunities we have in hand for product development, especially Ayurvedic product development. And they see the opportunity, they want to apply, but they don't know how to face the interview. Like they are not confident enough to go and actually attend the interview, because they are going into a big world and they really don't know whether they'll fit into it. So we get a lot of inquiries in all these pools. So, and it was actually this scenario that has led to this webinar, and also it has led to the introduction of one of the courses, offline courses of Ayurveda MAP, initiated by MedBAP along with Secret Hughes, to bring in an offline course for product development, where we'll see about the details of it. So this is the next scenario why we have introduced this webinar today here. So moving into why product development, why Ayurvedic product development. We all know that after Ayurveda, after BAMS, the struggle that each one of them face to get a career, to get a job opportunity. So it is, and some people will be thinking about PG. And even after PG, the same struggle continues, that they need a job. How should, like, what the world wants is they should be something unique in you in order to, like, it is the survival of the fittest. So how unique you are, in the society that you can strive better. That itself is the actual scenario. So when it comes to the looking of a job opportunity, that is why MedMap has introduced a series of skill development programs under cosmetology. Under cosmetology itself, they have a varied introduction of series as clinical cosmetology, diploma in Ayurvedic cosmetology and trichology. And if you're not someone who wants cosmetology to be a part of your job or a part of your career, then of course there are other things like nutrigenomics, like nutritional based things, sports rehabilitation courses, where clinically also you can excel in different areas, because not everyone will be interested in something related to cosmetic things. So skill development is one of the major things that you should have in order to really show what you are, or to excel in what you are. Generally, when people come after BAMS and then they look into a career, mostly, if not, they don't want a PG degree, they'll be looking into a hospitals where they can do, like mostly they'll be joining as RMOs, etc. But hardly people have the confidence to come out and put a clinic of their own, put a hospital of their own, and bring their visions and passions into reality. If you are someone who have that fire and passion, and you really want to make that happen, or make that passion into reality, then of course we are there to guide you. And today we'll be focusing majorly on people who are interested in Ayurvedic cosmetic product development. Okay, so today we'll see about the opportunities that you can unfold after doing a skill development in Ayurvedic cosmetology product development. So why we have chosen this as the first course, or like with such importance, even Ayurveda Map have got 3-4 variants of Ayurvedic cosmetology product development as well as clinical cosmetology. Why are we stressing on such skill developments? That is because of this graph and because of this demographics. Okay, the gaining importance of herbal-based cosmetics. You know about what has happened in Kerala. Operation Soundarya was one of the revolutionary movements of government of Kerala in order to bring out the harmful things in cosmetics, and in order to put a ban to all the unlicensed products that was roaming around in and outside Kerala. There were so many quacks, there were so many fraud preparations or cosmetic things which has got a lot of heavy metals without any quality assurance, without any quality check in the market, which has got a lot of health implications, both externally in the skin as well as in the internal organs. That was one of the revolutionary movements that has brought by the government of Kerala. And in addition to government of Kerala, even the government of India and also the international standards have brought in very stringent rules to put down this heavy metal inclusions inside these cosmetic or external preparations. Looking into the international markets also, they are stressing a lot in certifications. If it is organic, if it is EcoCert, if it is vegan, if it is natural. So all these certifications matter. Okay, so because of this, the market projections of herbal-based cosmetics, if your cosmetic product have a certification labeled as EcoCert, as labeled as cruelty-free, labeled as organic, then the market entry as well as the market acceptance of your product globally is relatively very, very, very high. The market size, as we analyze from 2025 to 2030, it is valued at US dollars 85.55 billion in 2024, and it is projected to reach up to a USD of 175.61 billion by 2030. And this represents a CAGR score, that is compound annual growth rate, of around 13.3% from 2025 to 2030. So this is your chance of introducing herbal-based cosmetics into the community or into the society. So it is in a booming demand. If you like being Ayurvedic practitioners and being graduates of Ayurveda, no one else knows the importance, no one else knows the properties of herbal combinations, herbal formulations more than you. So if you are someone who is very proficient in formulations, if you are someone who is very proficient in individual drug potencies, and if you have that flair of product development, product innovation, then this is an area where you can scale up your career to any limit. And we have to understand the boom that is being coming up in the industry. You can see that every branch of pharmaceutics, whether it be veterinary, whether it be the modern pharmaceutics, they are starting their herbal wing. They are starting their Ayurvedic wing. You just look into any toothpaste, they have started including herbal drugs inside. They say it has got cloves in it, it has got the extract of tulsi in it, elachi in it, they have charcoal in it. So even from toothpaste to even like big branded cosmetics like Fair and Lovely, etc., Hindustan Levers, they have stepped into the like herbal branch of their cosmetics, which why have they come into that industry? Because the consumers, they look into the market, they do a regular market study. So the consumers are moving, they are shifting to a herbal pathway where, and they are more and more, they are getting awareness about the steroid contents, about the chemical contents, the harmful effects of the synthetic chemicals. You take in a shampoo, most of the shampoos, they come with a tagline like SLS free now, paraben free now. Why? Because it is like people are choosing, people are now looking backside. They are trying to read the labels. They are trying to Google the ingredients and they're looking for safer things. So people are aware about the harmful effects of synthetic chemicals, and there is an increased demand of natural, plant-based, eco-friendly alternatives. You give a butter to them, you give a cream to them, and you say that, see, this is purely organic, this is purely herbal, but the shelf life of this is only 6 months. The shelf life is only 3 months. They will be readily buying and going because they have the feeling that, oh, this doesn't have a preservative in it. So I am freed from the harmful effect of preservative. This is so much organic that it gets, so like, just like vegetables, you know that like fruits and vegetables, if they are going to remain as such without decay for 1 week in your store, means you're afraid to eat it, isn't it? See, you see that it is not decaying. And so you understand that there is some chemical inside it that prevents it from decaying. In the same way, any of the products, I'm talking about the elite community. If you're really aiming at the very elite community, they know the fact that a particular thing, if it is a butter, if it is pure ghee and if it is pure butter, it will decay in 3 months. It will decay in 6 months. If that doesn't happen, means they will have the feeling that, oh, this is something, it has got chemicals in it. So there is an increased demand for natural, plant-based, eco-friendly alternatives. And even the international market is switching to organic care. And there is a high inclination towards personalized cosmetics. Okay, like one-stop solution is not a remedy for anything. People know this now. See, getting fever, paracetamol for every fevers. Most of the patients now ask, how come to all fevers paracetamol is acting? So they are understanding the importance of personalized care, not only in case of internal health, but in their skin health also. They, to each day, people come and ask in our clinics that, will this affect my skin? Like, my skin is oily, so will this go for my skin? Will this be applicable for my conditions? So personalized cosmetic care, it was introduced by many companies as their marketing strategy. You may be very familiar with Vedic care, hair care. They're introduced by in the concept of Vata, Pitta, Kapha itself, they introduced a Google form, they introduced a questionnaire, they began collecting the patient data, and they say that you get a personalized shampoo, personalized oil. People gave a warm welcome to that strategy. You go behind like Venera Organics. What is their strategy? They are selling their products on age basis. Like below 20, you take this. Between 30 and 40, you take this. After 40, you take another formula. So people have a belief in that. Of course, they know that my skin texture at 20 years is not the same as that in 50 years. They know that. You take another brand, Amritaveni hair oil. So they have it for men and women. Like we all know that men's response to because of their hormonal things, their skin texture, men things are not, and women things, it won't work the same way. The same formula will not work for men and women together. If you are going to give Neela Bringadi for both men and women, nowadays people will come and ask, so how come this act for me as well as my wife? That is definitely there. The same way, Secret Hues, when we formulated, we also had definite personalized care strategies. We have our products mainly oriented for hyperpigmentation, acne blemishes, and it is divided for men and women. Women care and men care. We have two brands, two major line of products, and also for hyperpigmentation and acne blemishes itself, we have 6 range of products, which is individually in permutation and combination given for different skin types. For oily, it will be 2 products together. For normal skin, it will be another set of 2 products. And for a dry skin, it is another combination. So this has to be there because people need a personalized care. They no longer believe in things like one formula is good for everything. They don't take it and they don't accept it also. And also, currently, technological advancements in herbal cosmetics are also coming. As I mentioned in case of Amritaveni, it is biotechnologically, it has its own USP to sell. It has its researchers to show that how testosterone induced baldness or how testosterone induced hair fall and how estrogen induced hair falls are being treated differently by their formulas. When you look into the brand Forest Essentials, they have ghee as their baseline products, and they have converted ghee into such a form, in the form of liposome carriers, so that it does not cause the greasiness of ghee, but it gives a good, like it has its own benefits in the skin. So that is the technological advancement they brought in for the ghee or for the lipid-based solutions. As far as we are concerned in Secret Hues also, we have our own technological advancements where we have converted the herbal ingredients into a carrier system as neosomal serums, by which they go deeper into the skin. They have a transdermal delivery and they go deeper into the dermal layer and they act on the melanocytes and give that desired result for conditions like hyperpigmentation, acne blemishes, etc. So this technological advancement is coming in herbal cosmetic industry also. Earlier, it was just like you put in a few extracts of amla, few extracts of the curcumin, and you say this is herbal. But that is an eye washer. Just putting few extracts of few things is never going to give you a herbal cosmetic product. People have started reading your labels. So they will understand. If it is like you will have a whole set of bases mentioned there and you will just mention 0.5% of ashwagandha, 0.5% of the kesar, and you say this is the product is herbal. No, that is not the concept of herbal product development. And we have got technologies to actually incorporate a major amount of herbal ingredients into the bases. Of course, for any formulation, the major thing will be base itself. Sometimes it will be shea butter. Sometimes a major base will be a gel base. So the base will be a particular thing. But your herbal, if you are going to call something as a herbal ingredient or a herbal product, then it should at least have 20% of herbal ingredients in it. That is how they grade it as organic. So if a product has to be graded as organic, then you have to have products with a herbal ingredient of at least 20%. So based on these things, we get the certifications as it is mentioned here, like cruelty free. If you have not used anything related to animal things, you get it, vegan, cruelty free and all. These organic standard, USDA organic EcoCert certifications, these are the certifications that you will receive only if the product have got more than 20% of the organic products. So in this way, you have got a series of certifications. So all these matter in the international market. Now let's see what are the opportunities that you will get when after you do a proper course on product development or on Ayurvedic product development. It is mainly three main levels of opportunities that you can explore. One is you can go for a career opportunity in any of the pharma companies as a scientist, as a formulation scientist, as an R&D expert, as a quality assurance level, etc. So for this, either you should have a very proficient experience in this field, or you should have a post-graduation in Rasashastra Bhaishya Kalpana or Dravya Guna Vijnana, or a PG diploma in Rasashastra Bhaishya Kalpana or Dravya Guna Vijnana, and any associated additional course of product development. That would be enough for you to get into the product, to the area of scientist, R&D, etc. If you are a fresher, a PMS fresher, then you will have to have at least 3 to 4 years of experience in product development somewhere, either in your clinic or either in some the cosmetology industry as a research associate, where you will be, you have to get exposed to how formulas are being developed, how products are being developed in large scale, and then you, of course, you can like scale up to a position of scientist, R&D, formulator, etc. But as a research associate, you just need a BAMS with the product development additional degree. That is enough. Now, if you are not into a career thing, you want to have something of your own. As an entrepreneur, you want to step in. Then you can develop a brand of your own, a product of you. You have an idea. Okay, in your clinical experience or in your experience, you have got an idea that a specific combination is giving very good result in a particular condition. Say, in case of cystic acne, you are treating cystic acne and you are getting a very good result when you are giving a particular combination of drug as labor. Then, and you really want to introduce this into a innovative form, because we know that these drugs, if you're going to give it as labors, making it into a paste, applying it, it is a tedious job. And in today's current fast life, people hardly can do it in that way. So they want something as very readily applicable. Like they want to just apply it and go to office. They want to go to their own jobs, etc. So they want something innovative. So you have to look into, see, it is acne. So acne means you know that in acne, it's just labor that is good. If you're going to give it as creams, creams are always lipid basis. So there comes the first knowledge, that is, as per the clinical condition, how can you innovate it? Whether creams are good, whether lotions are good, or gels are good. That difference as a formulator, that yukti you should have. You should look into the dosha predominance of the particular clinical condition. You are talking about acne and you're talking about cystic acne. So you know that there is something, it's pus filled, it is having inflammation. So it is definitely something related to Kapha Pitta. So Kapha Pitta conditions, in cases of like conditions like cystic acne, we cannot give them as creams. Nor the people who is prone to cystic acne can use creams also. So what is the best formula to which we can convert this particular combination which I have? So that is the first thing which you have to understand. So you have to study about the base of all the formulas. The gel, what is its base? Cream, what is its base? Lotion, what is its base? What is the percentage of lipid in all these things? So once you analyze that, you will understand that gels do not have a lipid base. Gels have more of like it is usually kashayas or swarasas that we convert it into, or maybe like drugs as such, the combination also, you convert it into gels. So gel, it's the one which is best for cystic acne. So you can, once that is confirmed, then you can substitute in the formula itself, you can think how you can incorporate your drugs into this. Okay, so this is the basic of product development. So once you have a good formula and you want to develop a brand of yourself, then this is the first step that you have to look forward. So that is about developing your own brand. It has got a series of procedures which we'll be seeing it in the next slides. Next, scaling up of the clinic. You already have a clinic of your own and you're doing well in your clinics also. But you want to, like, we have to update ourselves as per the client needs, isn't it? So you see that there are lots of takers for cosmetology. So there are lots of people coming and inquiring, the doctor, do you have facials here? Do you have any kind of skincare treatments here? And you're getting quite a good number of inquiries also. So you just want to scale up your clinics. So you are going to develop a cosmetology division in your clinic. Then for those people also, these courses are because you in your clinical practice, you will be having some unique formulations or unique combinations that you will be giving to attract your patients. So to convert this into a innovative formula, it's not just cosmetology. You can develop it into a tablet of your own. You can develop it into the health mix of your own, and you can give it. So if you are looking for scaling up your clinic also, then these product development courses will help you. So these are the different varied opportunities that you will get after learning product development in deep. Now we'll see in detail how each of these are. See, this is for the past 3 days, LinkedIn has brought in, it's just 4 of them, 4 of the major companies that I have put in. Just when I searched LinkedIn for a herbal cosmetic product developer job opportunities, the array of things that came up, or the job opportunities that came up, were a lot. It had both remote works as well as on-site works. And these are the few of the job opportunities that is currently active now. You have the formulation manager, dermatology, OTC products at Ahmedabad. The purple is calling for an assistant manager for research and development for hair, personal care. You saw that, personal care, because the world is moving to personal care. Cosmetic specialist at Gujarat, one of the Mahavir Health is one of the leading cosmetic pharmaceutical company at Gujarat, and head of research and development at Raya in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So these are few of the major opportunities. And if you are someone, the people who are here, if you're someone who has completed your Rasashastra Bhaishya PG, Dravya PG, or PG diploma, then you are just one step behind for these applications. Then you just have to have a diploma course or the certificate course for product development, showing that you have that expertise in developing products for which you can apply these things. And these are all looking for herbal developers. So these are the scope of career opportunities for herbal product development currently in India. Now, if you want to build a brand of yourself, you're not looking for careers, you're not looking for job opportunities, but you want to start a brand of yourselves. You have an idea there. You have a concept which you want to bring into reality. Then this is the steps that you have to look into. First of all, you conceptualize the idea and USP. And how do we conceptualize an idea? See, I'll just share you my experience. So at Secret Hues, when we were trying to build a brand, we actually had a series of products already developed, which we were giving it for our patients. It had dryness moisturizers were there. It had products which orients to like skin blemishes, skin irritations, itchings. It had products which combats scars, acne scars. It had products which combats active acne. We had products for hyperpigmentations also. So, but we cannot license every products together. We have to actually pick up a few of them and step by step only, like slowly, like five products only we can bring it, get license and bring into the market. Because otherwise it is a heavy the cost that is going to come. You need a lot of investment to license all 20 products and all. So, and that is also not a wise decision, because you have to penetrate the market. You have to bring your brand visibility. You have to make your brand very familiar to the public. So for that, actually 1, 2 or maximum 3 products are the best thing to penetrate the market. So when we were thinking about bringing a few of our products into the market, we were thinking like, of all these 20, 15, 20 products, which three of the products should we bring it first? So what should be our strategy? So it can be different. Either you can go behind your fast moving product, or but what we did, or what the actual strategy has to be, because we will be aiming only at a small lot, only the clients who is coming to our clinic. But actually, in order to know what the public wants or what the actual society wants, what we have to initially do is that we should do a market survey. So how do we do a market survey? You just make a Google form. Okay, just make a Google form. Like you are going to bring in a skincare product. Then you just make a Google form relating to, just collect their name, collect their the details, collect their ethnicity also, which place they are. Collect their area where they are currently staying or currently living, and then collect what are their skin most the skin can concern, the worst problem that is affecting them in relation to skin, how long they are facing, what all means you have taken to tackle it, or have you got a resolution for it, or have you got a solution for it, are you happy with that solution? So in this way, you have to structure a Google form and you circulate it all over India. Make sure that you don't circulate just in a small circle. You send it to your friends of Mumbai, you send it to your friends of Pune, you send it to Delhi, you send it to Gujarat. At least 5 metropolitan cities you should cover. And you have to collect at least around 150 responses. You have to collect. It is just 150 responses. If one of your friend could circulate it to a group of theirs, one group will having definitely 100 people there, isn't it? So of that 100 people, at least 20 of them will respond to it. So in that way, you take the opinions of around 150 people and make sure you take it from different regions of India. Then you give it for an analysis and you will get the most affected issue that the people are facing currently, in which they don't have a solution. So you look into that particular solution and see how you can address it with your formula. Okay, so this is how, if you want to build a brand of yourself, then this is how you have to understand the public opinion. So what the public needs, that is what we have to look. It is not like what we have that we should be pressurized to sell it to the public. It won't work always. Sometimes it may work. If our formula is that good, sometimes it may work, but it is a luck. But if you are going to pump in something into the market which the public wants, then it is a different scenario. Then actually halfway you have succeeded. It's just that your product needs the efficacy. And when you collect this market survey, you already get the pool of people who are in need of this. And once you formulate it, once you set everything, and if you are going to pump it to the market, just pumping that this and this products, the flyers you pump into these pool of people whom the data you have collected, you pump it to them. Initially itself, the sale is done. You come to the break even in 3 months. So the first step which you have to take in before conceptualizing or before framing your USPs is that understand the market, what the market needs, what the public needs. You take a very clear cut like market survey of the community. Once you get that, you structure the design. Then once the design and formula is being structured, the formula design structuring is, as I mentioned earlier, whether you have to convert it into a gel or a cream or a lotion, that is as per your yukti. Okay. And you make the formula and design, then you have to validate it through trial and error mechanisms. You have to make like different lots of in different permutations and combinations, and you can just look in for an in vitro study. You give a research. For researchers, you will ask like, where will I research? Okay, we have got CROs, that is contractual research organizations. They take up, if you want a particular study of you have a gel which you have formulated for conditions like dermatitis, and you want to study its anti-inflammatory action, how it acts on dermatitis. So you don't know, you don't have the pool of patients, you don't have the clinical research trial trial categories, anything. So what you can do, you can just, there are lots of contractual research organizations in India. You can approach any one of them and you can say what you want. So you say that this is a formula which I have formulated and I have made it like I want to know the efficacy of this in this particular condition. So they will suggest you a few of the research propagandas. Sometimes it will be in vitro studies, sometimes it will be animal studies, sometimes it will be clinical studies, and they will look into our budgets also. And they'll say that, and they'll ask like, which kind of certification are you looking for? We say that it is cosmetic license or FDA license. Then they'll say that, okay, for cosmetic license, actually clinical research is not a mandatory. So maybe like initially you can go in for an in vitro study. We'll help you do that. So you give it, you give the prepared thing. Don't give them the formula. Don't give them anything else. You just give them the prepared medicine to them and ask them to do the corresponding study and ask them to submit the results also. Once this is there, you have that valid data with you that this particular combination is effective in this particular condition. So, and sometimes you may give in 3 batches. You want to know the proportional efficacy of each of it. So then you get a result of that. With that, you will understand, oh, this formula of mine is a better one. So what you do, you have to next look into the quality controls. There are specific quality controls as per the pharmaceutical PI, that is the Indian Pharmacopoeia. There are quality standards. If you are preparing a gel, the gel should have this much viscosity, it should have this much spreadability, it should have this pH. So those quality standards are there. So you give a particular lab which is government approved. A lab like Nupal is one of the government approved. Kerala is one of the government approved labs in India, in Kerala. So you can give any of them and ask them to do the quality control as per Pharmacopoeia of India, and they'll submit you the results. So with all these things, you have to get the corresponding license. You can choose the license as your wish. Like if you want a Ayush license, go for an Ayush license. If you want a cosmetic license, go for a cosmetic license. If you don't want any of these things, you want an EcoCert license, go for that. So for each of the license, the licensing agencies are different and the licensing criteria are also different. So as per the licensing criteria, you'll have to give. So for an Ayush license, you don't need a clinical trial. But for a cosmetic license, in some clinical trials. In Karnataka and all, they want clinical trials. In case of EcoCert, it is not all these things they look. They look into the percentage of herbal content in your formula. So, and also the quality assurance. So as per the certifications, it will differ. After all these things are there, start your marketing strategy. How you can penetrate. I have already told you one marketing strategy. First, you take a market survey. In doing a market survey, you get a specific lot which needs this particular solution. So orient them or look into them or target them and pump out the products. So initially you try giving it to the people who needs it, take their review, because in small lots you start giving. Don't ever try to bring in this products in all the FTC markets, because sometimes the reviews may be like, we have to initially for at least for 3 months, you have to pump it into a lot which is accessible to you. That is, if in case when it comes to the market, in some way or the other, if any problems are or a negative review is coming, you should be able to tackle it. So you first pump it into the regions which you have a control, and you analyze it. You look in and you just give it to people of around 200 to 500 people. You are confident in that. Pump it to a major areas through your distribution counters, etc. You can pump it. So this is how you can build a brand of yourselves. So if you're someone who is looking to build a brand, then these are the steps. And of this, one of the most important thing, if you want to build a brand in herbal cosmetics, is how you should know how to develop a product. The one thing that you have to be very strong. All the other things you can look into, allied people, allied things, etc. But of this, the core value comes in the product development. You should be able to know the mistakes. You should be able to know the pros and cons of product development. Only then, if in case there is an issue comes in any of your productions, you can take the call. So you should be proficient in that part. So that is exactly what we are trying to deliver by making you confident in the product development. Now, if you're a person, you want to scale up your clinic, as I mentioned earlier, you own already a clinic and you just want to scale up it by introducing a cosmetology division, you want to attract more patients, then of course, in such cases also, this course will help you a lot. Now, you don't have a clinic. You don't have, but you want to practice as well as product develop. This was our strategy at SIDDHI. We first started the clinic. We started the cosmetology clinic and we took up patients. We took up their problems. That is how we actually understood the different skin types, how each of the skin type react to particular formulas, how each of the skin concerns, like in different stages of acne, how it acts, like how in different stages they act to particular formulas, how different stages of pigmentation act to a particular formula, and how different seasons affect your skin. If someone asks me like whether a particular gel of yours will act the same in summer as well as winter, I would say no. It is not going to act in the same way. Will it act for the same case if I am at US and I am at Trivandrum? So I have a patient who is basically at Trivandrum who went to US for her vacation for 3 weeks. She got all those pop-ups again and she came back. She had already resolved it. She used the same products, same routine, everything same, but she shifted from Trivandrum to US for a period of 3 weeks and she came back with whole lots of acne. It's not just diet. Diet also she maintained, but the environment itself can cause triggers in your skin issues. So combating each of these. So once you go to US, then I should be aware that she is going to the US. The condition there is this much. It is pollen times there. She is going to have pollen allergy there. So I have to give her medicines accordingly and only then she will survive there. This knowledge should be there. So according to seasons, according to places, the same condition should be treated with different formulas. So you can either start a cosmetology clinic, understand all these things, and then scale up with your own products. So only with our own products, we can very, very effectively cope up these things. With a product already in the market, it is very difficult for us to cope up such conditions because we will not be knowing what all ingredients it is there. Even though they have labels, even though they have all these things written inside in the back, we will not be knowing the correct concentration of shea butter in it. And we will give it to a person with a the like acne prone skin, they are going to pop up their acne. So if we are going to develop our products and give it to the patients coming to our clinic, then the confidence that we get and the results that we get when treating is very different, and it is so satisfying also. So these are in brief the career opportunities, different career opportunities that you can have when once you complete a course on product development. Now about SIDDHI, as Dr. Shrikuti has mentioned, we have a recent offline course that is coming up in Calicut, 2-day offline program of product development alone, where you will be very orientally looking about not too many of things. No, you don't have an array of products that is going to be taught there. You just have an acne blemish control gel that you would be directed, hair growth cream, a frizz control herbal hair gel, a vanishing cream for oily acne prone skin, cold cream for dry aging skin, lip balm, lip butter, scrub bases. These are because it will be one-to-one course, one-to-one attention will be given. Only 10 seeds are available. And to the core, how you have to develop a gel. What are the things that you have to understand? So not just our formula. If we are going to teach you something in relation with a Yashti Kashaya, you are going to prepare an acne gel, but you have a very good combination with you. Then how you can substitute that combination here in this? That orientation will also be given to you. How you can develop your own formula in a similar manner. And what you gain from it is, it will be a pure hands-on training. Definitely, you will make mistakes. Just in one shot or two shot, you may not get it. It is always from mistakes that you learn. And only if you make mistakes, you will, in the future, when you go to a particular industry for a job opportunity, you will understand something has happened. You should understand what has happened. Oh, is it the temperature difference, or is it the quality of the base that you have taken, or is it the proportion difference that has happened? What has gone wrong in that? That awareness you should have. Only understanding that will make you a good formulator. It is not just that it is not always the formula or the method of preparation which gives you the correct thing. Because when you are going to prepare a particular cream with Eladi Kashaya and Eladi Taila, it may not be the same formula in case of Nalpamaradi Kashaya and Nalpamaradi Taila, because the specific gravity of each of these things vary, the weight varies, the turbidity varies. So depending upon that, you will have to do trial and error. And in each of the trial and error, you should know what is going wrong. So in which thing you should be adjusting to get a good consistency. You should touch it, you should feel it, you should spread it in your skin. Only then you can be a good product developer. Just by knowing the formula or just by seeing some videos, you can never enter into a job where you can fully convert this into the correct into what, as I mentioned, into reality. To make it and to experience it, you have to have a trial. You have to really make it and and you should also make mistakes. Only then you can be a good formulator. And you should know all the scientific theories behind it. Why you are taking that particular temperature, why you are mixing cold phase at 40 degrees Celsius, and why you are mixing the other phases at 70 degree or 60 degree. When should you add the volatile ingredients in it? Why are you adding it at that particular temperature? So all these things you have to understand. Only then you can really make an effective. See, when I look in the FBs, Instas and all, I see a lot of Thailas being prepared with kunguma saffron threads or like lotus flowers and all, they are being cooked in the taila. See, when you are scientifically approaching it, you are making a wastage of the raw materials. You know the raw material shortages that we run in our current situation. You are actually saffron threads and all, if you're going to cook beyond 40 degrees Celsius, not just 40, just 35 degrees Celsius, if you're going to heat saffron threads means you're going to kill all its active ingredients. Crocin, cytocerin, everything you are going to kill it and it is not going to give you any effect. Those valuable saffron threads have been completely the active ingredients have been completely perished and it is never going to give any effect on that. I have personally seen a lot of the videos in which people actually boil the saffron threads in the milk and they use this milk for preparation of tailas and all. And I don't know why they are doing it, because saffron will not give any effect when boiled in milk. So that there is a particular temperature in which you have to add saffron, and only then saffron will give its effect on the particular formulation. In the same way, these like cumins, the cloves, as well as those things like lotus flowers, etc. All the flowers, raw things that has to be like only its infusions have to be taken. You should not prepare decoctions of it. If you're going to prepare decoctions, you are killing the ingredients. So these are the scientific theories that you should know when you are making a formula. Then you will have an orientation to quality analysis. So what are the parameters? For a gel, what are the parameters that you have to look into? For a cream, what are the parameters that you have to check? And also, you will be given an exposure to the R&D development. That is, like in most of the videos, we see things being prepared in vessels, isn't it? Double boiling is the method of preparation, and you take a tumbler, you heat water in it, you insert another tumbler where you will be you will be dissolving the bases and mixing, and you'll be doing it with beaters. Of course, that is the first step. You should learn it in this way only. But at the same time, the next level, if you want to convert this into a product of yourself, you will have to, if you're not going to put a manufacturing unit of your own, then you will have to go to a unit where they give a loan license. That is, they will allow you to come there and prepare your things in their environment. You can use their R&D, you can use their manufacturing equipments, you can use their manpower to develop your products. But we should know how to do this, isn't it? We should have an exposure to all these things. Only then, after going there, we can very confidently tell that, see, I have these many ingredients. This is the way you have to make it in there. We have to look the R&D or the first sample of 1 kg in the R&D, we have to prepare in this way. So only if we know it, we can actually do it in a very effective way. Otherwise, the pharmacy companies can actually fool us out. So we should really know everything. How an infusion is, what is the difference between an infusion and decoction? How is infusions made? In which all infusions we can prepare it in mantle? Which all infusions we have to prepare it in a water bath? So when you are preparing the different phases, melting different phases, which thing we should be using, which is the equipment that we usually use. So all these orientation we should have. So this is the R&D development, and this exposure also will be given it in SIDDHI. And in real environment, in a cosmetic industry, how do you, an internship like program, it is not during these 2 days. We'll inform the date afterwards, in which you can really see the equipments which we usually use for cream making. It is double jacketed wax that we usually use. How do we prepare it? What is the minimum order quantity that we have to make for a particular wax? Mostly it is 25 kg wax. So for 25 kgs, what is the ratio which we have to actually take the ingredients? When we prepare 1 kg and when we prepare 25 kg, there is a difference in the like all the proportions and all. There will be slight, because like preparing sambar for 2 people and preparing sambar for 50 people, it is not a proportionate addition that you make, isn't it? In the same way, for product making also 1 kg preparations is not as same as 25 kg preparations. So what are the differences that you have to check into it? That in the live environment itself, you will be given an orientation. And as far as product development is concerned, in this 2 days, a hands-on experience for preparing different cosmetic formulas, importance of the different bases. Sometimes shea butter, sometimes cocoa butter. What is the difference? What should you know about the different bases? How you can incorporate 2 or more phases, water phase, lipid phase, how you should be incorporating. The importance of temperatures, rationale of converting a particular Ayurvedic formulation into an innovative counterpart, as I mentioned. Should you convert it into gel or into a cream or into a lotion or into a paste or into a balm? This all depends upon the formula that you are taking. So what is the rationale of this conversion? All these things you will be guided, as well as a hands-on training will be given to you. Till you get the formulas, we'll be providing the raw materials. We'll be providing you continuous support also. Even after you go after the course also, we'll be giving you continued support in developing a formula for you. If you have an idea or if you want a guidance, we can give you an extended support also. So we'll be building the foundation for a acne blemish control gel, Ayurvedic hair growth cream, frizz control herbal hair gel, vanishing cream. See, we have 2 different creams. Okay. Oily, acne prone skin. If that is the case, and they want a moisturization. Gel is not giving them a moisturization, as I mentioned. Like they are going to a desert place and they are having an oily skin. But because they are going into a desert place, their skin is going to be super dry. But they have acne. So we cannot give them cold creams or moisturizing creams. So what kind of cream we should see? How is the formula different? For an oily skin, how the formula is different from a moisturizing cream. So that is about vanishing cream and cold cream. Then about lip balms, lip butter, what is the consistency of pouring? That is exactly what you have to know in lip balms and lip butters. Scrubs, how you can prepare, like can you prepare and keep it for long? How you incorporate walnuts or trivela or oats, whatever you are taking. How are we going to incorporate in the bases? How we can customize it? So these are the things which we are going to look in the 2-day offline workshops. This is a sample of one of the, cold cream formulas which we usually teach. And here we have the first column is the actual formulas as per IP standards, that is International Pharmacopoeia. For a cold cream, for a preparation of a moisturizing cream, the phase A will have DM water, EDTA, glycerin. Phase B will be having wax, shea butter, cetosterol, and liquid paraffin. Phase C will be having essential oils, preservatives, and vitamin E. So there will be primarily 3 phases in the preparation of a moisturizing cream. Phase A is a water predominant phase where there is water. EDTA is a water soluble ingredient. Glycerin is also water soluble ingredient. The phase B is having a lipid predominant. All these are waxes, butters, or lipid soluble ingredients. Phase C are volatile things. Okay. So now how can we substitute when we are doing it in an Ayurvedic way? So DM water. Instead of DM water, we can take Bela Kashaya. The particular thing which we have to be careful here in Bela Kashayam is that Bela, SIDDHI cordifolia, it is a highly starch predominant ingredient, isn't it? So Bela, if you are going to make it as a Kashaya, as a decoction, then it is going to be very turbid. And after you prepare the cream and all, you will find that like actually scums of this decoction, it can precipitate out. So how will we compete it? We have to convert it into an infusion. Okay, infusions are like it, as we say in our Panjaveda Kashaya Kalpana, we have Panda and Shira Kashaya preparations, isn't it? It is not as concentrated as Kashayas, but it has got the active ingredients or water soluble ingredients from this particular drug. So we prepare infusions with the help of heating mantle. Then we mix EDTA. There is a specific temperature in which you have to include EDTA. Only then it will get dissolved in it. Glycerin, you have to add it, and you prepare phase A. Phase B, Evax, we take Evax itself, shea butter itself, because that is the other basis. And cetoceryl alcohols also, we don't change anything because it is emollient. It is the thickener. The cream gets its thickening action from the cetoceryl alcohol. And instead of liquid paraffin, we take any of our thylas. Okay, you can substitute it with Aladikarum, Nalpamiradicarum, anything you can take. Here I have mentioned it as Belashwagandhadi Thylum. And for phase A, you can include any essential oil, the fragrance which you would like, or you think that it will increase the efficacy. Some will include rosemary oil, some can include frankincense oil, some will be including green tea tree oils, etc. So, and as preservatives, skin competent preservatives we can add. We should be adding in order to, if you want stability of at least 9 months, 6 to 9 months, then you have to add skin competent preservatives. It can be antioxidants or euxyl-like things. And vitamin E, it is also a preservative as well as a skin toner. So these are the basic formula, and this is the use, and this is the method of preparation. Like first, as I mentioned, first prepare the Bella decoction. You double boil phase and phase B ingredients in a beaker simultaneously up to 70 degrees Celsius in a water bath. Then mix it together. Phase A and phase B, mix it at 70 degrees Celsius itself by beating it with a stirrer till it reaches 40 degrees Celsius. And once it reaches 40 degrees Celsius, you add phase C. See, this is exactly which you will be getting. This is the formula and this is the method of preparation. If you are trying to do this physically without a guidance, if 20 of them do it, hardly 2 or 3 are going to get it in the correct consistency. That is why after all the online classes, hardly people get the correct consistency of creams. Mostly they will be preparing just soaps or maybe maximum up to lip balms or something, and not more than that, because just getting the method of, and of course, I'll just show you a video of this preparation also. By having a video of the preparation and its method of preparation and its formulas will not guide you to develop a product if you are serious about product development. As I mentioned, if you are looking for a good career in the field of product development, or if you are looking to build a brand of yourself, you're stepping into an entrepreneurial journey, or you want to scale up your clinic in a well-established way, then just looking into online classes or getting a very good formula and trying to develop your own things will not work if you are very, very like if you really want to do something in this particular field. If you're someone who just wants to know and go, then maybe online classes will be sufficient for you, and you really don't have to look into something like a serious hands-on training course. But if you are really someone who is looking for an entrepreneurial journey, you want a guidance for building a brand, if you want a thorough knowledge about all the nooks and corners about product development, then you have to attend an offline class where everything right from the scratch you have to know, like how each of the ingredients has to be taken, the special the precautions when you are weighing it, the precautions when you are including it, how you have to incorporate it in each of the things, etc., like each of the temperature, its phase distributions, etc. So everything from scratch to the final product, if you want to study and you want to be serious about it, then SIDDHI is one of the platform where you can join and get an expertise on this. So let's meet at SIDDHI if you are really, really serious about this. And I'll also show you one video of the product development, just a short clippings of the R&D. So this is this was a small video about how a product was developed. So just if you visualize the product development in a video also, this is the limited knowledge that you are going to get. So this is about the details about the how you can, if you want to develop a brand, if you have a vision of developing something like a brand and bringing it like growing a brand of your own, then of course you can just ask me your doubts. If you're very serious about product development, you can join SIDDHI also. We can give you all the extended support right from the scratch to your market entry. So at any level, you want to help, like you want to know which you are a treasurer and you would like to know company which provides loan licensing for you there. Of course, we can help you connect with the people at Thrissur. If you're someone you want to do it at Bangalore, we can help you find someone at Bangalore. If you have some innovations to bring in your particular formulation, you have some ideas, like you want to introduce carrier system into your formulas and you want people who can develop that carrier system for you. Of course, there also we can help you out. So in all your steps, all your journey, we can be a helping hand. So any doubts, any concerns in this regard or anything, you can just send me your queries. You can type it in the message box or you can unmute and ask me also.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a very insightful session. I would like to ask you a question. Dr. Varun have put in the chat box. That is, how is this different from preparation of a serum?
See, in cases of serum is we cannot show the preparation of serum in an R&D setup itself. You need a equipment known as homogenizer to prepare a serum. Serum is actually a crude extract of any of the ingredients that we are going to take. If you're even oil serums, it is not just a mixture of essential oils. If you are going to mix essential oils together and keep means, because you are keeping it in frosted glass or amber glass, you are not knowing it. All these essential oils will be in different densities and it will layer up. And if you're going to add 3 things means it will layer up in 3 forms. When you stand to settle it, you have to actually use the help of a homogenizer in order to homogenize this combination. Only then you get a proper combination of a particular serum. So that is why that is where serum is different. If you use a stirrer, you won't get a but because this has got different RPMs. RPMs means revolutions per minute. So it is the RPMs and the pressure together which actually brings the different essential oils into one consistency. Instead of, if you are thinking about not oil serums, you want to develop an aqua-based serum or a collagen protein based serums, then there also this is the case. Collagen protein is something which can denature. So there is a particular temperature in which you can infuse the ingredients into this collagen protein. So that needs a in particular temperature, at particular pressure, you have to infuse them. For that pressure to act on this, we'll have to rely on things like homogenizers. Only then we can develop serums. In an R&D setups, homogenizers are quite big. We cannot do it in small quantities. So in R&D setup, we cannot prepare serums.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. Dr. Rupesh have asked, did the same do the same offline class you conducted in Kochi?
Sorry, we haven't done any offline classes in Kochi.
Okay, she was asking, I guess, is the like SIDDHI planning? Are you
Availability.
planning to do it in Kochi?
That also because actually we are conducting this in the R&D unit of secret use. R&D unit of secret use, we have it at Calicut. So that is a practical difficulty of doing this in Kochi. So currently otherwise we'll have to actually pair it with some institutions there at Kochi. Maybe in the near future or something. Currently, we do it in our own R&D unit, that is in Calicut.
Okay, ma'am. There is another question. What is the difference between infusion and boiling kashaya churnam in DM water?
The thing is the difference in temperature itself. When you boil it in DM water, you reach at a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. But in infusions, we maintain it below 60 degrees Celsius or maybe like below 50 degrees Celsius, where the active constituents which gets denatured at a temperature higher than 50 degrees Celsius is not affected. So infusions, we do it below 50 degrees Celsius, and the boilings, that is decoctions, we do it at 100 degrees Celsius. So in decoctions, we will lose something which is like some alkaloids or phenols, which gets denatured at a temperature above 50 degrees Celsius. But in infusions, we preserve them also. That is the difference between infusions and decoctions.
Okay, ma'am. Dr. Veena have asked, what is minimum initial investment just to develop one serum or one moisturizer for equipments and for raw materials?
Actually, the investment is going to be the same if you're going to develop one moisturizer or 10 moisturizer, one serum or 10 serums, because the investment is mainly for equipments. If you're going to take serum as one of your ingredients or one of your preparations, and you're going to make a manufacturing unit of your own, then the equipment cost can go up to 1 crore. Because the homogenizer, the serum, the serum is the main thing there. For serum, the homogenizer, as well as you need a particular VAT system where you can actually mix this together. As I mentioned, when I get the opportunity, like for the, as I mentioned, along with SIDDHI, we are giving an opportunity for you to visualize these developments in a cosmetic, real-time cosmetic unit at Bangalore. So they do have a serum developing center also there. Maybe I can help you with that. I'll just cross-check with them whether they have that large vats there. So those vats and homogenizers together, it costs you quite a good sum. For creams, it will not come up to that amount. You can restrict it up to 35 lakhs. Around that amount would be enough, because you need not just preparing things, but you need things to pack also. We cannot, these are all in sterile environment. We cannot in between take creams and pack with manually and all. That is not possible when it is large scale, because we prepare large scale at, we'll be preparing around 20 kgs or 25 kgs, and we'll be preparing it with a shelf life of 2 years, 1.5 to 2 years and all. So in that case, we cannot actually interfere with the packings and all manually. Everything has to be in a proper, like automated manner itself to preserve its shelf life.
Okay, ma'am. There is another question by Dr. Rupasri. Can you please explain again about shea butter base cream preparation?
That is about the how the method of preparation. I'll just explain it one thing. The that cream, actually it was a moisturizing cream. So because it was moisturizing cream, we took the base as shea butter. The moisturizing creams will have 3 phases. Definitely it will be having 2 phases. For preservatives and for its essential oils and all, we'll have 3 phases in total. There will be a water soluble phase and a lipid soluble phase, that is oil soluble phase. And both these phases together we'll have to heat it at a temperature of 70 degrees Celsius in separate containers. In 2 different containers, you will have to heat, double boil it. You should not directly heat it. You should double boil it. Double boil means we are not directly heating. We are inserting the bottle or the vessel inside hot water, so that we are indirectly heating the contents. So both the water phase as well as the lipid phase, the bottles or the containers, you have to double boil and reach up to a temperature of 70 degrees Celsius. Once both reach 70 degrees Celsius, you have to pour the oil phase inside the water phase and stir it continuously till it forms that creamy layer. So this temperature is very important, because at this temperature, at 70 degree, between 65 to 75 degree temperature only, actually the oil will be miscible in the water phase. Their intermolecular spaces increases, and one molecule should get interlocked in the other phase, and we are slowly decreasing the temperature to 40 degrees Celsius so that it forms a compact cream. So this is how, and at 40 degrees Celsius, we actually include the phase C solutions.
Okay, ma'am. Dr. Arpita have asked, ma'am, types of license we need for product launch.
It can be either any license, any one license is more than enough. And you can either go for a GMP license with the Ayush license, that is the Ayush certification under the 4A, Drug and Cosmetic Act 4A. Or you can apply for if it is cosmetics, you can apply directly for cosmetic license also. But when you directly apply for cosmetic license, when you incorporate too much of herbal ingredients, you will have to substantiate them. Why? Like whether that is possible under cosmetic things and all. But once you substantiate it, you can get it. Or you should go for certifications like FDA license or EcoCert. It depends upon your thing, because if you want to showcase your product as purely organic, that is your marketing strategy, and you are trying to take this to countries like Europe, US and all, they prefer EcoCert certifications more than or drug and cosmetic license. So depending upon your vision, your marketing strategy, you have to look into which license fits better for you. If it's just in India, you can get anything like any of the cosmetic or Ayush license is more than enough.
Okay, ma'am. Dr. Simran have asked, ma'am, if we make our product from third-party manufacturer, is it worth?
From third-party manufacturers, if you are going to prepare with your own formula, then it is worth. Actually, that is as the first phase, that is better. Don't go for contract manufacturing. You have two types of third-party manufacturing. One is contract manufacturing and the other one is the loan licensing. In contract manufacturing, you just give them the idea. You say that I want an acne gel or an acne scar gel. So everything, right from the formula to R&D, everything they will be working on it, and they'll make something and give you. Sometimes it will be something very comparable to their products, or to very comparable to a product which to whom they are dealing with, because they will have minimum efforts to change one or two ingredients or their concentration or something like that. But I would prefer you develop a formula of your own. You prepare a product of your own, your formula, your combination. You don't have to disclose anything to them. You just take the combination of drugs, or you prepare an oil of yours from here from your clinic or your place. You buy all the specific ingredients, raw material ingredients which you need for that preparation. And you just tell them that I would be using your infrastructure. I will be using your manpower for these days, for 2 days or 3 days, I'll be using for the production of this. I want this to be produced in your facility. So just get me a loan license for the production of this thing. In that way, you can preserve your formula as well as your integrity, and the R&D has also been from your part. So it is a little bit cost effective also, as well as you will have a uniqueness for that. So that is the best thing, because setting up a manufacturing unit for yourself will be a big investment. Not only an investment, because sometimes in the initial 2-3 years, we will not be able to run this equipments very continuously, because we have to have a firm stand and popularity in the society, or in our community. Only then we'll have a regular production that is going to be happen, isn't it? So at that time, sometimes regular productions may not happen. In that case, sometimes the manpower you will have to hire, you will have to pay the salary for the manpower. Then annual maintenance of all these equipments which will come, and that is quite a good sum also. So initially, till your brand gets a very good acceptance, you can go ahead with loan licensing. Once you are an established brand, then you can think about, you have a very recurrent productions happening, then you can think about manufacturing units and all. I think that would be a good strategy.
Okay, ma'am. There is another question. Ma'am, has nutrigenomics course helped in product making?
My nutrigenomics course has helped me in product making of nutraceuticals rather than my cosmetics. I was working as chief product development and research in one of the genomic companies in Kerala, where I was formulating nutraceuticals as per their genomic test. Actually, that was the time when I took up those course. And of course, that has helped me in even at Secret Use, we are on the R&D of developing nutraceuticals for skincare. So in that way, at that point, because genomics play a very predominant role in skin as well as hair care, at that point, it is helping me a lot, but not in cosmetics.
Okay, ma'am. Dr. Radhika is asking, I wish to start Swarna Bindu Prashna. Kindly guide me how to begin.
Swarnabindu Prashana, see, that is something out of my area. But still, as marketing, as branding strategy guidance, I can help you with it. You can first do quite an awareness of, just look into your locality, just see how far people are aware about these things like Swarnabindu Prashna, its effects. Are people doing it? Will people be ready to do it in children? So just take a survey, market survey of your locality of whether people will accept this thing. If you get a positive response on that, then start doing awareness videos on it. Regularly bring in posts showing what is the significance of Swarna Bindu Prasha, what is Swarna doing in small, will it cause a problem like digestive issue effect on children, how in which form is Swarna in Swarna Bindu Prasha. In all these way, in awareness posts you start putting. Once you start spreading the word of awareness scientifically, people will start believing you. That is the general norm of the community. Whenever you speak science, people will believe you. So once you have a trust, when you get a trust about people, you start with your agendas or first of all, you make a protocol in Swarna Bindu Prasha. What all will you be doing? You have to definitely like educate the mothers, like before what you have to do, after what you have to do, at what age this has to be done, what is the dose, everything you have to educate. You make a strict protocol of this particular thing, and then you can just start with it.
Okay, ma'am. What about the license? What license she has to take? She's asking.
In case of Swarna Bindu Prashna, you have to look into like it is internal, no? Are you thinking of preparing Swarna Bindu for your own? You're preparing Swarna Bindu as such in-house in your clinic you're preparing means, then you will have to go for the drug and cosmetic license. That is Ayurvedic drug and cosmetic license itself. You have to go with it, because Swarna is a mineral. You will not get a license from FDA. Yeah, if it is a nutraceutical, usually FDA. If it was a health mix, I will say you go for FDA. It is an easier process. But because Swarna is one of the ingredients in Swarna Bindu Prashana, you will not get it through FDA approval. You will have to go to drug and cosmetic license, that too in the Ayush department itself. That way you can get the license there. And there is actually in drug and cosmetics Ayush license, there are two types. For patent you have, as well as for classical preparations you have. If you're preparing the classical Swarna Bindu, you can apply for classical one. It is easy to get. If you want to patent it, if you want to make some changes and you want to incorporate some things different in your things meets, then you can actually patent it and you can get the patented license for this.
Okay, ma'am. Are there any more queries, participants? Dr. Radhika have said thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah,
Participants,
welcome.
did you find the session useful? Please update us. Please put it in the chat box. We have an upcoming session, 2-day session of offline session at Ramanatagara. So if any one of you are interested, you can contact us to our numbers. Dr. Simran have said a very informative session, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. The session was very useful. Like you have said, all the aspects of like Ayurvedic cosmetic formulation, how to like about the licenses and about the career opportunities and about entrepreneurship also. You have explained very well. We are looking forward for your next session also, ma'am. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much, ma'am.
much, Doctor.
I guess we'll conclude the session. Even Dr. Jyoti have said thank you, ma'am. It was very informative session. If any one of you want to know about our courses and all, you can contact us. Thank you, doctor. Let's conclude the session.
Thank you.